For centuries, African Americans have had to go through and still go through oppression, racism, discrimination, and so much more. From slavery and segregation in the 18 and 1900s to a world of wrongful hate and police shootdowns in the present. Activists from past legends like Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks to modern-day legends like Colin Kaepernick fight to fix the issues in this country we like to call the land of the free. Through it all, though, Black people have stuck together in unity, continuing to fight for the same equality as the white man next to them. Activists in the Black Lives Matter movement are great examples of people who are advocating for the better treatment of Black people when it comes to education, authority, economic funding, better opportunities, etc. in the African American community. It is not boosting terrorist ideas, nor is it an anti-white or anti-police organization. But not everyone thinks like this. There have always been people expressing different viewpoints, and it's most prevalent in today's society amongst the younger generation. Let me take you through the minds of 11 high school students and what their opinions are on the aspects of Black Lives Matter.
I'm Haley, I'm 14, and I'm Puerto Rican and Guatemalan.
My name is Aiden Lind, I'm 15, and I'm white.
My name is Sadie, I'm 16 years old, and I'm Mexican Guatemalan.
Camila Velasquez, 15, Colombian.
My name is Moses Carisoza, Carisoza. I am 16 years old, and I am 100% American.
My name is Mia Gutierrez, I'm 16, and I'm Puerto Rican.
My name is Xavier Brown, I'm 15 years old, and I'm African American.
My name is Jabari Ware, I'm 16 years old, and I'm African American.
Alyssa Johnson, 15, Black.
Yes, I am familiar with the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yes.
Yes.
Somewhat.
Yes, I am.
I support it because it's a way for African Americans or like Black people to voice their opinions, which is very important.
I support it because it kind of brings up like stuff that happens in the past, and like it kind of encourages our Black youth and just the Black community as a whole. So anything that supports that, I support.
I 100% support the Black Lives Matter movement because I think it's a great way to show that Black lives have been disregarded for so many years, and we need a movement to show that yes, they do matter, and yes, we need to protect them.
I support the Black Lives Matter movement because I believe Black people should have a right to, defend their own equality. They should have a right. We should have a right to protest for ourselves.
I believe that Black people face a lot of shit from the authorities. I didn't think there's more to be said. Yeah.
Right, but they need to back up, get their lives together, because this is ridiculous. And they don't need their own movement.
I mean, for Blue Lives Matter, I mean, police lives really do matter. But it's not like as important as Black Lives Matter.
Okay, well, first off, Blue Lives Matter, they're defacing the flag, and people are getting so mad about people kneeling, but that's another way to disrespect our country, so... But that's just, that's a little tea, not really anything. And then All Lives Matter, I feel like it's implied at birth that all lives matter, so I don't understand why there has to be a group. What's a blue life? Is it like a Smurf? I feel like it really misinterprets what Black Lives Matter really is, what it really stands for, and that it's it's not right.
I think it's a bunch of bullshit. Like, I get what they're trying to say, because they think so the people who actually believe it's like all lives matter. Yeah, we're not arguing that. We're just saying that, well, not all lives are getting beat in the street, or not all lives are getting discriminated against, disproportionately.
All lives matter. Well, it's not about you. As in, other people from Black community. Shut up.
I am not a fan of them because when you have All Lives Matter, it almost lessens Black Lives Matter because it's saying, oh, all lives matter, but it's not showing how much Black lives have suffered. It's not showing how much that minorities in general have suffered. It's saying, oh, all lives matter, but you're not taking into account the years that Black lives were not considered equal lives to everyone else. So I'm not a fan of those.
And I think that for the people who genuinely believe it, who aren't just doing it to be sarcastic little assholes, I think that they should rethink and reconsider their actions, because I think it's hurting a much more important movement.
every life matters, and it shouldn't be others matter more. Like, we're trying to address the fact that black people are getting shot down, not the fact that everyone suffers. So.
Supporting Black Lives Matter does not mean you're anti-police. It means you're anti-police brutality. You're anti-police hurting minority lives, and you're anti-police discrimination. But in no way does it mean you're anti-police.
We should support everyone as for equality, but I do think that Black lives should be supported more because they've gone through life of discrimination, along with all minorities have gone through that too.
I believe racial injustice can be solved for the Black community with us really striving for success and our own self-importance.
If Martin Luther King or Malcolm X didn't stand up to what they believed in, like this whole segregation, all that would still be happening today. So it wasn't for those leaders, we would still be in the same predicament as we were back then. So, yeah.
I think it's important to stand up for it, but I feel like as a whole, I feel like society will never be able to get past color of skin. I feel like that's something that's always going to be.
I think taking action for yourself and standing up for yourself is not terrorism, and terrorism is something that's put out to try to stop the Black Lives Matter movement.
Because I feel like there's a lot of people, especially at the core of the movement, that aren't saying, oh, we hate police. You're always going to have like your bad apples in a group that are like, oh yeah, you know, F the police, but I don't think that's what Black Lives Matter is about.
Well, I think maybe just the way that those police men were like raised.
I think that our past presidents and people who have implemented these rules and these ideas that Black people are worse than the majority, or all these ideas that have come out that makes them look inferior to the rest of us.
You can support Black Lives Matter, but that doesn't mean that you're completely against the police, because it's only a select few that are involved with all this bad stuff that happens between them.
Yes, I do believe it's important to stand up to it and voice it.
I just believe that our government has always been controlled by the white man, so I feel like it's older white people that don't understand that we are a progressive nation.
We need to put more funding into Black communities, because of course people are going to resort to a life of crime if they don't have any money, if they don't have any jobs, if they don't have anything. So I think more funding in everything in Black communities would help that.
So I think that it's police training, honestly, because to be fair, police who do work in the area, who really do work in areas they're told that their lives are on the line. If something dangerous happens, they kind of have to think about themselves first. And so I can see how a lot of accidental incidents happen. What I don't get is when some kid gets shot 14 times in the middle of the street. That's something that doesn't correlate. But I do think that in a lot of situations where it was the police could have acted differently, and it wasn't just blatantly the police is actually depraved. I think that a lot of it has to be police training, and also I think that police have to work within a community. You can't just send someone in there, once bad shit happens. I just think that's a recipe for disaster. There's a lot of distrust on both sides. So
I think it's a lack of education on everybody's part, because when you believe that Black people are gonna hurt other people just because of their skin color, that's a lack of education on your part, and that's sad. And I think it comes from a bad education system. We need to help fund the education system to teach people that Black lives and white lives and whatever lives you are all equal.
Yeah, in the future. It'll take a lot of work to do it, though. It'll take a lot of involvement and a lot of get-togethers and have a lot of organization. But yeah, if we pursue and really work hard to what we really want in life and want in our communities, we're gonna have to just stick together.
Black lives should be recognized and should get some type of support, despite all the negativity that people have put against them.
I feel like racial equality is important.
It's 100% important to stand up to any injustice, especially when it has to do with race. I think that goes for all ethnicities, not just Black lives. And I would 100% support and fight for the continuation of Black Lives Matter.
More than half of my interviewees said they would help with the cause and fight. But why haven't things changed for the better? Why are my Black brothers still scared to even walk by police? Why are my fellow black sisters dedicating their lives to making sure their fellow brothers don't end up dead in the hands of an officer? Why are my black mothers praying every time their son goes out that he doesn't end up as another hashtag? Now some of you may be thinking, geez, this video is offensive. It's the hard truth. You may say, a lot of people can't change anything. False. Hey, it may even be making you uncomfortable. Well, it should. Silence is the same thing as consent. Black lives matter too. My life matters. Speak up.